Hey, welcome back to the channel. I just got done watching The Penguin. Um uh, Episode 7 is Top Hat, and then episode 8 is called A Great or Little Things. Uh, this camera seems like it's not focusing like it's supposed to, but I'm just gonna go ahead and go with it. Um, Man, this is a good show. Um, episode 7, man. They touched on how he lost his brothers. Uh, he killed his own brothers, man. He killed both of them because he wanted his mom all to himself. He he he. This kid and the kids that played Oz's two brothers and the guy that played Young Oz, the kid that played Young Oz, they did a good job. And then the woman that played uh, the young version of Oz's mom, she did a good job. I love that backstory, but that I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. This ain't my type of show. This is a good show though. I'm just not into this kind of stuff, man. But I stuck with it, and I don't know if I don't know, man. Dang, it would have been nice if they could have had Batman in here. But at the end of uh we learn basically. I did what happened to his brothers because he spoke of his brothers. You know, in the earlier episodes, but we never knew what happened to him. He just kind of said they had a short life or something like that. But then, his mom figured out that he killed his two brothers, even when she was younger. So she was supposedly was going to have him killed by one of the big mob guys that was back in that neighborhood back in the day, but she changed her mind. I don't know why she didn't change her mind, but she knew that he had no I don't know. This dude. I mean, he really does not. He don't care for nobody but his mom. That's it. He only cares for his mom. That we know for sure. But I had some good acting in this. Good acting in this. Like I told y'all, man, this ain't my type of show. To be honest with you, I just you want to hear something funny? It's I got Max just to watch Salem's Lot. But then when I heard about Penguin being so good, I decided to watch Penguin. And I got hooked on it. This thing is it don't hold nothing back. You know what's so weird though? There was no sex in this movie. Period. None whatsoever. There was no naked boobs, no shot of a butt, none of that. I thought that was very interesting. They stuck to the core of the show, which was all about the penguin and you know uh, the two other families that he was in. You know, he was they was just they selling these drugs up under the thing, and Sophia blew up the underground and blew everybody up, and then Oz always seemed to be able to finagle his way out of stuff, though. Um, yeah, I was watching the show. I said, yeah, he always seems to be able to. He always got it. Yeah, he's always one up on everybody. But it was pretty slick though, because I mean, he definitely he has no conscience, man. This dude is he's cold hearted, man. Especially at the end of the season, because he took out that kid, man. I was shocked when he took that kid out. Spoilers, but he took that kid out. Uh, that kid was really fighting for his life. I don't think he seen that coming. I didn't see it coming, you know. Um, but Sophia thought she had the upper hand on Cobb in the episode 8, and she put a bounty out on him. But then Oz somehow flipped it on her, and when she thought she was ready to just pack up and leave, she was just gonna leave. She burnt the whole mansion down, and then Oz took her out to go kill her. And then when he went to go kill her, he had made a deal with the district attorney and said, "Man, I could help you move up to the top. I give you this story." I mean, it's pretty slick. Oz is a pretty slick dude, man. This dude he's cunning, he's conniving, he's evil. You know, he is evil. Uh, and yeah, so she turned around because he was gonna kill her, and then the cops came and arrested her and put her back in the same place that she went the last time. That really scared her, which really made her turn into the cold hearted chick that she was. I'm trying to think if she I never think she, she only killed one guy in this whole movie. I thought, but the way she acted, but these everybody in here was some good act. You know, everybody in here acted real well. This a HBO Max, which is called Max now. They do get into what they doing. I told y'all, it's not my type of show at all, but it is a good show. I'm not quite sure. They're talking about having a Penguin season 2, but and the way he killed that little kid, man, that kid was there for him all the way through. But Oz wanted, he wanted everything to be. He's all by himself. He didn't even. I was like, damn, he's killing that kid. I mean, he literally killed that kid. Kept telling him he's sorry why he was killing him. He said, but I can't. He just because they ain't got nothing left. His empire is crumbled. But he ended up making a deal with the district attorney by, to turn in that Sophia, which which are going to really make his career take off. So he made a deal with the Penguin, and the Penguin, was set, kind of was like, they didn't have to worry about him. He told the Penguin, he said, well, if we're going to do this, you have to clean yourself up. And he said, I mean, really clean yourself up. So, you guys, I ain't gonna lie. These are a little bit too much for me. But this is a quality made A+ all across the board. 100% Rotten Tomatoes as far as I'm concerned. Good. Max original. They kicked some serious butt. The writing in this was just phenomenal. There's times in here I just was like, dang, man, I'm just like, they ain't hold nothing back in this. Like I said, that the season finale was a 1 hour and 8 minutes. So obviously they was gonna make it, an hour and 8 minutes, and it was. Actually, I was on my bike, stationary bike, doing my cardio while I was watching the last 40 minutes of it, I think. But each episode is about 50 minutes, 55 sometimes, but he just, all he wanted to do was just take care of his mom, and he was so jealous of his two brothers that he killed his two brothers, and the way they died, man, and stuff, and she had to live with that. She had to live with that, and I love that backstory. But that Victor kid, man, that Victor kid was really, he was all about trying to help Oz out, man, and then Oz ended up killing him too. So Oz got away squeaky clean, but he wanted to. It was all about his mom, and his mom got into a coma, a vegetated state, and he won't be able to communicate with her, and he just wanted her approval. And yeah, he said, I promise you, I'll give you I'll have you in a luxury, hotel top of the top where you can look out at the city. And so at the end of the show, it showed him having his mom laying in a hospital bed. He's taking care of her. But then his woman that flipped on him was at the end. It showed them dancing together. So I thought that was a bit odd because she was the one that's the reason why he ended up being caught, because she gave away his hiding place to Sophia. But at the end there, she's like, "Oh, come on, Oz, come on." You know, she's doing all this little dance. I'm sitting there going like, "What the French?" I was like, "Dang, man, she don't want." And he's in love with that girl because they was dancing at the end of the show. Now I don't know what's gonna happen, you know, because the way this episode, this these 8 episodes was made, and the way HBO Max is, Max now is called themselves, it's gonna take a while. You know, the writers will probably have to go. But you know what? As good as this is not twinding. You know, it's not twinding on any chart. Only thing I could think of is that most people might be waiting on it to drop so they can binge watch this. Because if you really want to binge watch this, then this is a really good binge watch. I mean, like if I was to watch this now, I'd be like, oh shoot, man, I could watch episode 2 and episode 3 and episode 4 because it you can binge watch it. You know, you just sit there and binge watch it. So I can, you know, I could see their point. You know what I mean? So yeah, like I said, you guys, it's this ain't my type. Yeah, I know. But yeah, it's whoo, wow. Yeah. No, this ain't for me, but this is some quality made stuff. But Oz is a cold hearted, evil, conniving, just he's always one step ahead of you. Somehow, somehow, some way he weasels himself out. And he has no problem taking you out. He has no problem killing you. He has no problem doing anything. This dude is just treacherous, you know. It's the type of company I wouldn't even want to be around. I wouldn't even want to be in his vicinity. I'm like, I don't care for that dude, man. I ain't even going down his street. I ain't even going in his neighborhood. I heard he drove it. If I was a guy like that was around here, I was like, dude, I ain't even going over there. Now you can have that area. I'll stay over here, man. I'd rather be broke. Now, but what gets me, man, all this is about power and drugs and the Maloney's and whatever these people's names is. They got all these different names. Sophia, the Falcons. Yeah, you got the Falcons. Uh, the Maronis or something like that. I don't know, man. I can't remember all these. Carmine Falcone, and I think you got another family in here, but I don't know, you guys. And then that kid, you know, that kid had a chance to go with that girl. He probably wish he would have went with that girl. My biggest thing with that Victor kid, though, is I'm just wondering if that kid's really dead because I never heard Penguin snap his neck. Usually, when you kill somebody, you have to snap that neck. That neck did not snap. He just uh, lost. He just looked like he died. I'm just wondering if that kid's gonna come back and have his head shaved. Because in the other, if you guys remember, that Victor kid was bald, and uh, he was more of a like a something happened to him to make him be crazy and not care and kill people. So let's just say hypothetically, that kid did survive, and Oswald thought he snapped his neck. And this kid comes back, and let's just say he shaves off all that hair he's got. He gonna be a force to reckon with, because reason why is because somebody that he considered Oz family, because he lost his whole family, and Oz flipped the script on him and killed him. And if he survives, then if he comes back, he's gonna be not somebody you want to mess with, because he's just gonna be scarred from that betrayal of Oz doing the stuff. And then Sophia, man, he got Sophia so bad, it just flipped her out. I mean, she looked like Sophia, though, man. Sophia's a bad chick, but if she get out of that, he put her back where in the place that she feared the most, and he ended up sending her right back there. It was pretty slick. And the way she looked, her face looked when he did that, she was just like, damn. She was like, damn, man. And she was just sitting there like, And the guy that wanted to work for her ended up going back to the prison and ended up working for the prison. And then he's back there and he give her a letter. And the letter is from her half sister, which is, I think, is uh, the half sister. I think is that, if I'm mistaken, I forgot her name, but she said something about it's. I think it's that cat lady, the cat girl. I don't know, but it was a name that I recognized, and I was like, "Oh snap!" I said to myself, "Oh yeah, we go." And then at the end, here's the thing: this show was so good, but a lot of times when you're a movie star, you don't want to reduce your status by going on a streaming service. So Robert Pattinson, the guy that plays Batman, I kind of wish he would have just came in and you know, you know, you know, made his appearance. But at the end of the show, it did show, uh, you know, the light flashing up in the dark when Oswald was dancing with that girl. Unless his girl set that up for him and they had that all set up, because I was like, because when she was sitting there, she goes, "Oh, Oz, let's dance, come on, baby." And I was going like, "Girl, you betrayed him. You give away his place. That's how that place got destroyed. Unless they had that set up." I was like, that's way too perfect. You know what I mean? I was like, so, and I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I thought that was a bit odd, but because he wanted to take her with him, and she wouldn't go. And then Sophia got a hold of her. Sophia was going to kill her, but then she gives Sophia all the information she needed and told Sophia out to leave my girls alone. And Sophia did, but she let her go. And then they find his place, and then he goes through all kinds of stuff. And at the end of the movie, at the end of the series, she's there and she's dancing with him and stuff. And it just shows them dancing, and that was the end of it. Because, I guess I'm hearing there's going to be an episode, it's going to be a season 2. But I don't know, you guys. I don't know if I'm going to watch it or not, because this is, I I like some science fiction and some horror and some stuff like that. This is some gangster stuff, man. Shooting in the eye and eyeball popping out, setting people on fire. That just ain't my thing, man. This had all of that in there, all of it, and then some. But what I did like about this movie, there was no unnecessary showing a boob, showing a woman's crack of her rear end. All that. They didn't do any of that. You would think that this would be in here. They ain't show none of that. There was not one shot of a boob. There was not one shot of a woman's rear end. None of that. I mean, you had cleavages and stuff out the yin yang, and you got some sexy outfits on, but they never, you know, dipped their toe in the water in that. And I was very impressed with that. Because a lot of times when I'm watching something, I'm like, did you really have to put that in there? Because, I mean, I love women now. Don't get me wrong. I ain't gonna lie. Sophia is an evil looking chick, but I sit there, I was looking at Sophia. I was like, damn, girl, I like this. Them eyes and the way she looked, I was like, damn, girl. But I would mess with you because you two out there. But she's sexy though. I was like, damn, girl, you is. But it's just her character though. You better be on your A game. You gonna mess with a girl like that. But she never had no romantic anything. No slamming up against the wall and she's being kissed on and they about break each other's bones getting in the bed. There was none of that. None of that. And that doctor that was in there, that was kind of like a doctor psychiatrist to help you, give you meds and stuff. And I think he liked her, but they never showed them two doing anything. So I was very, very impressed with that because I was like, dang, they didn't put none of that in there, which was kind of shocking. I mean, Oz was kissing his woman, but that was about it. They weren't like in bed all half naked and all that kind of stuff. I'm surprised, man, they didn't put none of that in here because I as much as I love women, and God only knows how much I love women. That's women has been my demise. It's women has been my downfall in my life. I made some poor decisions, and I just women just they broke me. They broke me. I ran out of money. I broke myself. I just made some poor decisions, and it was all due to the fact that I love women. I love clubs. God, I love women. I just like, damn, I love women. I mean, I ain't lying, I love women. But what I'm saying is that uh, they didn't they didn't have any of that in here. They didn't have nothing, and that was impressive. They stuck to the story. They really stuck to the story. And the only reason why I was saying how much I love women is for the fact that they didn't. As much as I love women, there's times I watch a show, and when I used to go out with women, because I don't go out no more because I just don't. I'm all about God and myself and, family and stuff. And I thank God for everything I got. But with that being said, and I thank God for everything I got, seriously, want to let y'all know that. I was just shocked that wasn't in there because, as much as I love women, I'm surprised because every time I do watch show, I used to go out on dates with girls used to stare at me when I see something I didn't like. I go, really? I go, was this necessary? They go, oh, now stop. I said, no, seriously, why would you pick the time to have sex now in a situation like that? I used to tell girls that. I said, not me. I would, as much as I love sex. They go, no, come on, stop. I was like, oh, man, whatever, man. And I'd sit in the theater and I'd just sit there and go like, I don't even know why they put that in there. I used to say that all the time because I'm a real live man. I live in a real world. If there's something going on, I'm like, girl, I'm in the mood, but we're going to wait till we can get out of this situation. We're going to get home in the comforts of our own home, and then we can, drink a glass of wine and I could rub your feet and get started or something like that. I'm just like, some of the stuff that I see on TV, I'm like, what the hell? But none of that was in this. None of that. I was shocked. I mean, you got Sophia walking around and, she got some, the way she dressed, she looked good, and the way she did her hair and all that. And she has a nice little rack on her, and she ain't got a big rack on her, but, she looks. And then, Oz's girlfriend, always looked, uh, you know, sexy the way she was. You can tell she was Oz's woman though. There was a good pair up, but and then Oz's girlfriend's late her girls that was her friends. They had those like they look like they were street women, like hookers or something like that, or working in a bar or something like that. But there was dance scenes in a club where there was chicks in there, but it was nothing, So I know I've been on this for a minute, but I was very impressed with season 1 of The Penguin due to the fact that they had 8 episodes with none of that stuff in there, not a drop. They stuck to the source material, which was very impressive, man. Very impressive. This is, but in closing, I Max, which is used to be called HBO Max. Max, that they make quality stuff, man. They always have made quality stuff. They really get into what they make, and I personally would like to see a season of the Joker or something, or a season of the. I see you had the Penguin, and then you had the Joker. Uh, you could have the Riddler. There's so many things they could do. They could deep dive the Riddler. They could deep dive the Joker. They could deep dive Scarecrow. But I was trying to think of all Batman's, uh, most of his bad guys that he fought when I was a little kid. I know the Joker was one. The Riddler was one. Uh, but that Scarecrow, I don't know if that's what you call him, the Scarecrow. That Scarface, that baby face, the Scarface guy that had the face that got destroyed on one side. He's a good bad guy, but I can't think of if it's not the right name for him. So they could do a lot with this, but I'm hearing they're going to come back with the Penguin season 2. So anyway, that's all I got, you guys. I just thought I'd drop this. Sorry about the lighting. I just don't feel like going in and getting the light and lighting up everything. So this is going to be a little dark, but I don't get that many views anyway. So, oh well. And thanks for the views though, subscribers and all that, just saying. But yeah, yeah, so weird. In closing, I didn't have HBO Max for like 3 or 4 days because I wanted to finish these last 2 episodes, so I had to re-up my subscription just so I can finish these last two episodes. So I paid whatever for another month. So I got them for 30 months, but there ain't nothing on here I want to watch because I got Max just to watch Salem's Lot, but the Penguin was a bonus because everybody can say, "Oh, did you watch the Penguin?" People at work, man, that Penguin is awesome, man. You watch this? No, man, I'm just not into that, and I decided to watch it, and I got hooked. Be blessed. We'll catch you next video.